When you put the two letters D and E after each other, D, in Denmark, it's not the same. DE, D, it means either uh, the way you say about the Queen, D, uh, um, if you say Your Majesty, uh, then you would say Deres Højhed, de, Deres Højhed, de, Deres Ærede Højhed. I don't. It's not directly translatable, but that's not. It doesn't have to do with this. The de in front of something else. You can say evaluate, evaluate, devaluate, evaluate. But okay, I'm not English or American, but then it subtracts something. It's like minus. You can say uh, uh, vision, uh, division, or divide. I mean, divide and then I don't know why I thought vision and division. Yeah, divide, division. It's not. Maybe I remembered it the wrong way. Divide, not divide, and that's divide, divide. That's separating things from each other, and division, division. That's di, division. Maybe it's the same meaning to have different divisions. That's kind of something with dividing things into different divisions. Then it's something with D, also minus vision. That something to see, understand, whatever, or to, I don't, well, that maybe that's to put too much meaning into that. But then degrade, there's grades in school. You get grades. It can be good or bad grades, and then you degrade someone. Then it's like minus grade. To take that away, but it's not that meaningful. Maybe grade would be not to be you're a great person, but to give grades, and maybe that was at first just grade someone, that was a good word, or and then degrade that, not anymore. Great, not great, not great. uh, uh, or to give someone some honor thing. Grade, you're graded. Like it could be some ruler of some place in back in time, and then they would grade someone, and then if the person did something that was not good, they would degrade and take it away again. The default, that makes not sense, does not make sense. The the divide, okay, that's okay, divide, that's also to subtract, yeah, so that makes sense. uh, isn't it? No, divide, it's not subtracting, it's isn't it, if you have 8 and it's divided with 2, then it's 4. Yeah. um I think maybe I remember it the wrong way. Why can't I think of more words? The decent, the decent, de de, is that cent, cent? Well, if it's odeur, then there should be an S in front of the C, but it could be money, or take away, or decent, but that makes no sense. But to be decent is to be an honorable person, almost. And then honorable, that's able in front of, to, yeah, whatever, that's not, but okay, maybe people have thought about this 1,000 times, and it's in English. I could, in Danish, it's also devaluere, and it's degradere. That's the same as degrade. It's degradere. Degradere. It's just with er at the end. Degrade. Degrade. Or no, there's an RE to the degrade, RE, and that sounds degradere. And that's funny that we have the word degradere, but when we talk about grades in school, it's not grades, it's karakter, and that's character, characters. That's funny, actually, that our language, the Danish language, talk about characters, karakter. And I don't think it's characters like in a movie, but it's some characteristic, maybe. I don't know. It's funny. I can't think of more of those. I just thought about it because it's. I thought about the word not, or in yeah, it's not. If I say I do not want to go to this or that party or something like that, then I had a friend many years ago. We talked about she had been seeing a therapist as a patient or a client, and he told her that, I think it was him, she told me about it, that he said not, or maybe it was someone else, not doesn't mean anything. Like it's not, if you say it in a sentence, it's like it's not there. So if you say, I do not want to go to the party, and what you're actually saying, she said what that person had told her is, I do, and then want to go to the party. So how, and it for a long time, no, not a long time, but it didn't bother me that much. I was just thinking about, how can you live like that? What if you say, I don't want that? I do not. In English, it's different than Danish. In Danish, it's ikke, and you would say, jeg vil det ikke. Then in her terminology, from what she had learned from that person, it would be det vil jeg, and that means I want that. I want to. And I thought it would be difficult to live like that, saying that not was should just be considered not there when you said something. And I have thought about like this degrade. Then yeah, if you said it doesn't exist, you could not degrade, you could not devaluate or whatever. And I was thinking about how then, if it was a problem with that, for others to understand that when I said not, it really means not, then I could say that, and this is a bit or you'd really have to be around psychos for you to having to think like this in this way. But you would think that that the word not had a bazooka or some big machine gun, and then you said, I do not, and then it's ready, want to go to the party. I don't know how to make those sounds. It just shoots down all the words they are. So instead of not being there, not just shoots down all the other words. So it is understandable that not is a word that has a meaning. It's not not, or no means no.